Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 10th. So students, now in today's video we will start reading with our future tenses, okay? And the first future tense that we will read today is future simple tense. So the name of the tense is future simple tense. इससे पहले हमने present simple tense and past simple tense हम पढ़ चुके हैं, and this is the same simple tense but this is of future category. This is future simple tense. So in today's video we will see all the rules that are related with this tense, and we will see all the different uses and some examples. Okay, so now let's begin our today's video that is based on future simple tense. So first of all, let's see the helping verbs that are used in future simple tense. So in this tense we are having two helping verbs. They are shall and will. Okay, so we are having two helping verbs here. One is shall, second is will. So when we are more than, when we are having more than one helping verb, so it means that we have to use these helping verbs according to the subject. So let's see. So the uses of these helping verbs are that shall, it is always used for I and we. So this is very important, students. You have to be very careful. Everything should be very clear in your mind that shall, it is used only for I and we, and for rest of all we use will. Rest of all means यानी कि I और we के अलावा बाकी जितने भी subjects हैं, whether they are nouns, whether they are pronouns, we always use will, but for I and we have to use shall. So one thing that I want to clear here, that don't get confused, students, because I and we, they are plural subject. Okay, so it doesn't mean that we use shall for plurals. No, we use shall only for two subjects, that is I and we, and for rest of all, for all the subjects, whether they are nouns, whether they are pronoun, we use will, but only for I and we use shall. Clear? Next, moving on, let's talk about the main verb. So in this tense, what is the form of the main verb that we use? So yes, in this tense, that is future simple tense, we use first form of the main verb. So now let's see some examples of first form. First form हमें कैसे use करनी है? First form कैसे होती है? So let's see, we are having some of the verb. First is run. So we all know that run is the first form. Second is heat. Next we are having walk, and then we are having tell. So this is very easy tense actually, because we have to use first form and we don't add anything. We don't add s, es or ing. Just write simple first form of the main verb. So it is actually very easy tense, right, regarding the main verb. And helping verb is also very easy, because we are having two, shall and will. Shall is used only for two subjects, that are I and we, and for all rest of all subjects just to use will. And yes, one more thing here is that these are the same rules that are applicable for all the different kinds of sentences. Okay, so whether the given sentence is a negative or interrogative or positive one, that make no difference, because we have to use same helping verb shall and will according to the subject, and we have to use the same form of the main verb, that is first form of the main verb. Okay, clear? Now let's see some of the examples. Let's read some of the sentences in which we are having future simple tense. So let's see, the first one is he will help you. So in this tense we are having he as a subject, and we have discussed this thing that for all the subjects except I and we use will. Okay, so for he we will use will here, and we will use first form of the main verb, that is help. So the sentence will be he will help you. Okay, next is you will go to college tomorrow. So yes, in this sentence also we will use will, because we are having you, and we will use go, that is the first form of the main verb, and the sentence will be you will go to college tomorrow. Next is she will arrive at 6 o'clock. So for she also we are using will, and we are using first form of the main verb, that is arrive, and the sentence that we are having here is she will arrive at 6 o'clock. Next is I shall prepare for my exam next Sunday. So in this sentence, what is the subject? The subject is I. So be very careful here. When the subject is I or we, so in that conditions we always use a shall as a helping verb. So we are having I, so we will use shall for I, and again we will use first form of the main verb, that is prepare. So the sentence will be I shall prepare for my exam next Sunday. Next is we shall participate in the annual concert next month. Again we are having we as a subject. So just remember that if the subject is I and we, so in these two conditions we use shall as a helping verb. So in this sentence we are having we, in this sentence we are having I. So these two are the conditions, these two are the subjects I and we, जिनके लिए हमें क्या use करना है? Shall. So we are using shall here, and with shall also we have to use first form of the main verb, that is participate, and the sentence will be we shall participate in the annual concert next month. Okay, so just remember this thing. If we are having I, if we are having we as a subject, then only we have to use a shall, and in all the other conditions just use we or just use a will. Okay, for all the other subjects we have to use a will only. Okay, now we are having some of the uses. Let's see that this tense, that is future simple tense. So ये जो tense है कहाँ use होता है और कौन से sentence है that are जिसमें हम use करते हैं ये tense, that is future simple tense. So now we are having the first use of future simple tense. So let's read. Use future simple tense for fact independent of the speaker's will or intention. It shows a prediction. So this is the very first use of future simple tense, and this tense is used to show the facts that are totally independent of the speaker's will or intention, and it also shows a prediction. So what it means? So let's see some of the examples that we are having here. The first one is I shall be 20 next month. So here we are having I as a subject, and we all know now that for I and we have to use a shall. So we are having I, so this is the reason we are having shall here, and be is the first form of the main verb. So the sentence is I shall be 20 next month. Okay, so one thing is clear here that this is future simple tense. So in this tense all the actions, all the activities that we are having, they are related with the future time. Okay, second is he will retire next month. So here again we are talking about the future time, we are talking about the coming month, we are talking about the next month, and as a subject we are having he. This is the reason we are having will here, and with will also we are having the first form, that is retire, and the sentence will be he will retire next month. Okay, so this is the very first use of future simple tense. Next, moving on, we are having the second use of this tense. So let's read. To denote a future action or event. So this is very easy, this is very simple use, that this is future simple tense. So this is used to express, to show, to denote some event, some action that is related with future time. So let's see some of the examples. The first one is we shall play cricket tomorrow. So just be very careful regarding the use of the helping verb. Here also we are having we. This is the reason we are writing shall with we, and we are writing play, that is the first form of the main verb, and the sentence is we shall play cricket tomorrow. We are having tomorrow, and this is the word that shows future time. Okay, second example that we are having is she will come here at 6 o'clock. So here again also we are talking about the future time, and as a helping verb we are having she, and this is the reason we are writing will with she, and we are writing first form of the main verb, that is come, and the sentence will be she will come here at 6 o'clock. Next we are having the third use of future simple tense. So let's see. We use this tense to talk about what we think or believe will happen in the future. So this tense is also used to show when we are talking about that what we think that what will happen in the future, and at that time we often use the words like I think, I am sure, I expect, I believe or probably, because these are the words that are used to show that what we think, what we predict actually. So let's see some of the example related with this use. The first one is I think Pakistan will not win the match. So here we are having I think, okay, and next we are having this sentence that Pakistan will not win the match. So here we are having will not and win, that is first form, right, and this clause is connected with I think, and the complete sentence is I think Pakistan will not win the match. Clear? Second is I am sure Helen will get the first prize. Here again we are having I am sure, and this next continuing sentence is Helen will get the first prize. So again we are having will plus first form, that shows future simple tense, but in the starting we are having I am sure. So this is again one more use of this tense, that this tense is show to the to show the things that we believe that can happen in the future, and in such sentences we generally use I think, I am sure, I expect, I believe, probably, such words, right, and then we connect to the clause that is in future simple tense, and yes, we are having some of the examples over here. Okay. Next we are having one more use of future simple tense. So let's see what is that. To denote the result clause of a conditional sentence. So yes, this tense, future simple tense, this is used in conditional sentences. So right now we have discussed so many structures of conditional sentence, and we all know that in a conditional sentence we are having two clauses. The first clause in which we are having some of the condition, that clause is known as condition clause, and the second clause in which we are having the result, that will be there after the fulfillment of that condition, that is known as the result clause. So this tense, that is future simple tense, this tense is used where? In the result clause in one of the structures. So let's see what is the structure. So we are having some of the examples. The first one is if he works hard, he will pass the examination. So yes, this structure we have seen earlier also when we were reading what tense can you see here? This is present simple tense. Okay, so yes, this is the combination, this is the structure where we are having present simple tense in the condition clause and future simple tense in the result clause. So in this tense we are having if he works hard, so we are having no helping verb here, and we are having first form plus s. Okay, and the subject is a singular one. So all these rules are related with present simple tense. So in the condition clause we are having present simple tense, and in the result clause we are having will plus first form, that is future simple tense. Okay, so this is the structure. In condition clause we are having present simple tense, and in the result clause we are having future simple tense. Okay. Second one is if you hire a rickshaw, you will catch the train. So again we are having one conditional sentence, we are having two clauses. In the conditional clause we are having again present simple tense. How can we say? Because here we are having no helping verb, and we are having first form of the main verb, that is hire, and we are having plural subject. Okay, so we have discussed this thing earlier, that in present simple tense, in a positive sentence, if the subject is a plural one, then we use only first form of the main verb, but if the subject is a singular one, then we have to add s or es with the first form, right? So here in this sentence we are having you as a subject, and this is the reason we are using only first form. So this clause, that is condition clause, this clause is having present simple tense, and the result clause is having future simple tense. So we are having will plus first form. So this is future simple tense, and the complete sentence is, if you hire a rickshaw, you will catch the train. So this is the structure that you have to be very careful about. And yes, all the conditional sentences जितने भी different structures होते हैं हम डिटेल में एक बार और पढ़ेंगे, बट ये जो दोनों टेंस है ये हम कर चुके हैं. where in conditional sentences, if the condition clause is in present simple tense, then the result clause it will be in future simple tense, right? So these are some of the uses of future simple tense. We have discussed helping verb and main verb, all the rules that are related with helping verb and main verb, and we have seen the different uses where generally this tense, that is future simple tense, this tense is generally very frequently, very commonly this tense is used, right? So now we are having some common words, some words that are used in the sentences that are related with future simple tense. So one thing that we all know, that this tense is used to show the activities that are related with the future time. So all these words we are having here, and all these words show the future time. Like we are having tomorrow, tomorrow means the next day, right? We are having next day, we are having next week, next year, next season, we can have next Sunday, next Monday, we can have day after tomorrow. So we can have such words, and all these words show some or the other future time, and this is the reason that these are some of the words that are used in future simple tense, because all these words show future time. Clear? So now next we are having some of the examples. So till now we have discussed all the rules that are related with future simple tense. We have seen the different uses, and we have seen so many examples. So now I am very much sure that you all are ready with your answers. You all are well prepared to fill the blanks, and you are actually very much ready to complete the sentence. So let's complete the sentence. So the first sentence that we are having here is, my brother be 25 next year. So let's focus first of all that we are having next year, and this is the reason that we can say that in this sentence we will use future simple tense, because we are having one word that shows future time. So we will write future simple tense here. Now let's focus on the subject, because we are having two helping verbs, and both the helping verbs we have to use according to the subject. So we are having my brother as a subject, brother is a noun, so we are having brother. So we all know that except I and will, for all the subject we have to use what? Will. So for brother also we will use will, my brother will, and we have to use first form of the main verb. Main verb is be, that is already in first form, so we will write be here, and the sentence will be, my brother will be 25 next year. Okay. Second one is, I buy a motorcycle when the prices comes down. So students, let's focus here. This is actually conditional sentence, right? We are having one condition. Condition is when the prices comes down, and let's focus here that we are having first form प्लस एस, राइट. एंड ये जब होता है तो वो कौन सा टेंस होता है? दैट इज प्रेजेंट सिंपल टेंस. सो इफ वी आर हैविंग प्रेजेंट सिंपल टेंस, देन हियर वी विल राइट व्हाट? वी विल राइट फ्यूचर सिंपल टेंस. ओके, सो हियर वी विल राइट व्हेन वी आर हैविंग आई एज अ सब्जेक्ट. सो फॉर आई वी विल यूज शैल, and we will write first form of the main verb, that is buy. So the sentence will be, I shall buy a motorcycle. So this is the result, and the condition is when the prices comes down. Clear? Next is, I not be here next week. So this is the negative sentence that we are having here. So again we are having next, this is the word that shows future time, and this is the reason that we will use future simple tense here. And as a subject we are having I, so we are having two helping verbs, shall and will, and we all know that for I we will use shall here. I shall, and this is a negative sentence, so after helping verb we will write not, and as a main verb we are having be, so we have to write first form, that is be only. So we will write be here, and the sentence will be, I shall not be here next week. Okay. Moving on, we are having some more examples. So let's see. He sell his car if he get no loan. So student, this is a conditional sentence because in this sentence we are having two clauses and the one of the two clauses starts with if. It means we are having one condition here and this is the result clause, right? This is very much clear here. So we are having two blanks. We have to fill both the clauses. We have to complete both the clauses. So let's see. He sell his car. This is a result clause and the condition clause is if he get no loan. So now we all know the structure, the combination of conditional sentence, and in the structure, if the conditional sentence we have to write using present simple tense. So present simple tense में हम क्या करेंगे? It is a positive sentence, right? And the subject is he, that is a singular subject. So for singular subject we have to write first form plus s or es. So we will write gets here. Clear? This is the result clause. So we will write future simple tense in the result clause and as a subject we are having he. So for he we will use will. First form of shall is shall only. Suppose this is in the bracket also. So here the sentence will be he will sell his car if he gets no loan. Okay, so students, just be very careful regarding the sentence, that what kind of sentence we are having. This is the conditional sentence. And yes, one more thing that I want to clear here, if you such sentence you are having like conditional sentence और उसमें दोनों ही clauses में कोई tense हमें नहीं दिया गया है, दोनों ही clauses में you are having the blank, then at that time you can fill the blanks using any of the structure, right? Because we are having so many structures of the conditional sentence. Just follow the structure in a proper manner, just follow the structure of the complete conditional sentence. But yes, you can fill both the blanks using any of the structure, right? Right now we are using this combination, that is present simple and future simple. But yes, in such sentences where you are having जहाँ पे दोनों ही clauses में blanks हैं, so yes you can write any one structure, you can use any structure here, right? जो हमने इससे पहले पढ़े हैं structure, like past perfect हमने पढ़ा है, past perfect and would have plus third form, right? और इसके अलावा हमने past simple भी पढ़ा है conditional sentence में, that past simple and might के साथ हम verb की form use करते हैं. So you can use any of the structure if you are having two blanks, if you are having दोनों ही clauses में blanks है आपके पास, then you can use any of the structure of the conditional sentences. Clear? Next is they practice for the race next Sunday. So in this sentence we are again having next, we are having one word that is showing future time. So this is the reason that we will use future simple tense here. As a subject we are having they. This is the reason that we will use will here. They will. We will use first form of the main verb, that is practice only. So we will write practice here. And the complete sentence will be they will practice for the race next Sunday. Okay. Next is we not join the group next month. So again this is a negative structure, this is a negative sentence, and as a subject we are having a we. So just be very careful, if we are having I or we, then we have to use a shall. We will write shall here now because it's a negative sentence. So after helping verb we have to write not, and then main verb. In this tense we always use first form of the main verb. Main verb that we are having here is join, that is first form only. So we will write join here. And the sentence will be we shall not join the group next month. Clear? Next example that we are having is, in the beginning we are having one blank, after that we are having you, one more blank, then we are having me along next time, and yes, at the end of the sentence we are having one question mark. It means this is the interrogative sentence, and in the beginning we are having no WH word, no question word is given to us. It means we have to use helping verb as a question word, right? So now let's focus on the subject. The subject that is given to us is you. So for you, what helping verb we will use? For you we will use will. because the second helping verb, that is shall, that is used only with I and we. So when we are having you, so with you we will use will you. Now we are having take as a main verb. So we all know that in this tense we always use first form of the main verb. So we will write take here, that is first form only. And the sentence will be, will you take me along next time? And yes, at the end of the sentence one question mark is there because this is the interrogative sentence. Okay, so this is all about future simple tense. One thing that should be very much clear there in your mind, that this tense is used to show the activities, the actions, the plans, the words that are related with future time, right? And yes, this tense is also used in the conditional sentences, and yes, this tense is used in the result clause of the condition sentence, right? So now let's summarize the entire tense one more time. Now let's see all the rules one more time that are related with future simple tense. So first of all, let's talk about the helping verb. So in this tense, that is future simple tense, we are having two helping verbs. First is shall and the second is will. इससे पहले हमने जितने भी टेंस पढ़े हैं जहाँ पे वी आर हैविंग मोर देन वन हेल्पिंग वर्ब, देन वी यूज द हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिंगुलर एंड प्लूरल सब्जेक्ट्स, राइट? बट दिस टेंस इज लिटिल बिट ऑफ डिफरेंट बिकॉज हियर वी डोंट यूज सिंगुलर और प्लूरल फॉर्मूला. हियर वी यूज शैल ओनली फॉर आई एंड वी. For I and we exclusively we use shall, and for rest of all means for all other subjects except I and we use will. Okay, so this is something very important that you should always remember, that shall is used only and only for I and we, and rest of all, for all the other pronouns, for all the nouns, always we have to use will. Okay, and if we are talking about the main verb, then in this tense we always use first form of the main verb, and these are the same rules that are applicable for all the different kinds of sentences, no matter the given sentence is a negative one, the given sentence is the interrogative one, or the given sentence is a positive one. Positive means a sentence that is a simple statement that is neither negative nor interrogative, that is known as positive sentence. So no matter what kind of sentence we are having, the given sentence is a negative, interrogative or positive one, we have to use the same rules as helping verb. We have to use shall or will. Just remember, shall is used only and only for I and we, and for all other subjects, for rest of all, we use will. And yes, we have to use first form of the main verb without adding anything, without adding s, es or ing, just simple first form of the main verb. So yeah, this is very easy tense actually, and we have seen so many different uses, and we have seen so many examples of this tense, so many examples of the different uses of this tense. Okay, so this is all about future simple tense. I am very much sure that this tense is clear to you all, and now you all are ready to solve all the sentences that are based on this tense. And in the next video, we will start reading with our next tense. So just be with me and see you in the next video. Thank you.